rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. She gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little.
73, we are at Bill Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Joe Mixon.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third.
One.
He was brought down by Trayvon Mullen. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Down at the 45-yard line.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains.
Eagles.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A quick throw outside by Locke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back at the 47-yard line.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Joe Mixon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Mixon with him. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Mixon, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 17th touchdown now on the season, and the Eagles have taken the early lead.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Locke. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And the Bills will move the chains. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
24 is the mark. No chance. 24.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. Finding Knox there, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. 24 is the mark. Here we go, kid. Here I come, here I come. Watch the safety creep. Rush in, rush 61. Matchbox, light.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
66. Fully ride. 24 is the mark. Check right, check right. 24 is the mark. Check 37, check 37.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it.
He's tight right here. He's tight right for exit.
Locked to throw for it on 4th. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Into the red zone, it's Locke. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Eagles' 19-yard line.
Lucky.
Locke looks to throw it again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pick.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Back to Mixon on first down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And it's caught. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
On 2nd down now, it's Logan. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
short of the goal line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 3rd down, Logan, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. T.J. Logan, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards.
They're going to look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Rolling to his right. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
Good for a Buffalo.
As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
49-yard line.
Clock now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Clock now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
The tackle made back at the 39.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
For Philadelphia.
Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
24 is the mic. I'm coming up.
Block going to throw. And that's complete to Zach Moss out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Now Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Locke working out of the gun. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
24 is the mark. Quarterback, don't get nervous, man. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Ready, go.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Going deep for Diggs. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 30.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears. Keep it. Here we go. Switch.
Mixon. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch out.
They'll run with Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun to give to Mixon. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They do go for it. It's locked. And my goodness, another interception.
Greatest show on earth.
Picked off at the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Once again, they run with Mixon. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air is going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. His kick is absolutely perfect. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Stephon Diggs, incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got a...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Josh Allen in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He sets to... and got his man complete. And all
to the 47-yard line.
That's good.
But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to try and go deep again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On first down, Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Matt Milano with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Brings up 3rd.
Burrow on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. D.D. Westbrook, 77 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game, and privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching, and he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Tonight's final score, Eagles.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way.